rise today because in a practical place like the state of Indiana, believe it or not, we actually balance our budgets every year. We have common sense things in place that if you're going to receive some benefits of some sort, maybe you do something where we can help to get you to where you do not need the benefits. In this case, this is again something that was not broken and is now being fixed in a way that takes enterprising states like the state of Indiana, like Texas, like Arizona, places that wanted the ability in administering their share of Medicaid to have ways to try to get folks into a position to where they could get back on their feet, seek work, and do things that would make sense for trying to maybe earn your way into that benefit somewhat. Do we believe Washington has all the answers? I think that's what you believe when you get rid of something that was working in many places. I'm in the camp that as much as I know, the federal government has to weigh in and do things, but if the argument is that we've been knocking it out of the park here, we've been getting things done that really work, if it wasn't done in the context that of every dollar we spend here, we borrow 23 cents, and in the time I've been here, 2.5 years, have been probably the loudest voice on trying to fix health care. Part of that issue is in my own party, where I think we're apologists for a broken health care industry. Other side of the aisle wants to just spend money to try to fix it without fixing the underlying issues that drive so many of the problems in this country, where we deal with them in a sustainable way in our state governments, in our local governments. If we take away that flexibility, then we're defaulting to a system that has not been solving the problems. Today, we're here specifically talking about the Medicaid program. The way it works currently, the federal government pays for half the benefits, states pay for half the benefits. Social Security Act authorizes a framework of flexibility. So enterprising, innovative states can maybe do something to bring down the costs of these programs and wean us off the need for them primarily in the long run. Since President Biden has taken office, several state waivers that were previously approved under the Trump administration have been revoked. It's happened in Texas, it's happened in Arkansas, it's happened in Arizona, and now they're coming after a place like Indiana that has got a system that works so well that we are even in the process of giving some revenues back to our citizens this coming year. Where revenues were so far above forecast, we're still taking care of issues at the state level and doing what we ought to be considering, returning resources to the taxpayer. This isn't even that. This is trying to retain the flexibility where it's been working, called the Gateway to Work program, and it's not like it's overbearing. It just requires 20 hours per month of work, job searching, school, or community service. And it was designed in a way that engages the individual needing the benefit that can improve their quality of life over the long run. It's had a long history. The pilot was first approved by CMS in 2007. It's been renewed as recently as 2018. And yet the Biden administration right now, by taking these actions, these flexibilities would have been in place until 2025. It's stopping prematurely what I think is essential if we're going to ever live within our means here of finding better ways to do it, more sustainable ways to pay for it. We should have that flexibility. With this in mind, I will introduce the Let States Set Medicare Medicaid Requirements Act. This legislation will empower states to have the flexibility that they have had, that has been making progress. It will encourage behaviors that will improve health care outcomes, and it has precedence in other federal programs when it comes to earning unemployment benefits or food assistance. This bill is common sense policy that I think needs to be put into place so that flexibility cannot arbitrarily be taken away. I yield to my colleague.